I don't know about you, but I don't like fracture too much as a mechanical designer, because the toughness measurements are too dispersed for my taste. And the reason for this presentation is to discuss a little bit the reasons for that. Most fracture design depend on the plastic zone shape and size. If you do want to do a fracture prediction, we must assess the plastic zone size. However, plastic solutions for the plastic zone frontiers are a little bit too difficult to make it. Most design routines depend on such plastic zone, and we do use linear elastic estimations for accessing this size. This linear elastic estimation is a problem of major practical importance, both in fracture and in fatigues. The precision of such estimates, based only on the stress intensity factors, are limited to very low nominal stresses. And when you try to improve such estimates using a T-stress correction, we do not obey the boundary conditions. And I'm going to show you, and using stress intensity factor plus a T-stress correction does not solve the problem in a reasonable way. I am going to use the complete linear elastic stress field solution for the rift plate to demonstrate that, to prove that in an analytical way. Both for teaching and for design purposes, we do estimate the plastic zone size from simplified linear elastic analysis, assuming first that they depend on K1, the simplest solution for plane stress and for plane strain can be analytically expressed by simple expressions that everyone knows. However, assuming that the stress field is a function of the stress intensity factor only, is only valid when we are too close to the practice, when the distance from the practice tends to zero. And that's exactly where the linear elastic behavior has absolutely no sense. It's quite interesting that, from the philosophical point of view, we use a solution that is not valid where we need it. It's quite interesting. We're used to do that, however.
But it is a nice solution.
It's a very nice solution. It's easier to use. However, it's not valid where we need it. Well, anyway. By the way, elastic plastic estimates, such as the HRR field, do not obey boundary conditions either. They do not solve the problem. It's quite interesting that also. Since the plastic zone size border is not too close to the practice, we should evaluate this problem from a critical point of view. Let's try to do a very simple evaluation of this problem. The T-stress solution is the zero-order curve in Williams series, but I never was too comfortable with it, because when we enter with a sigma x constant stress to evaluate the effect of complete stress field in the plastic zone border, we do not obey boundary conditions. Thus, we can do a very simple evaluation, trying to see what's the effect of the nominal stress in the plastic zone border. How can we do that? A very simple, stupid way to do that is just to force this simple K1 solution to obey the boundary conditions, summing a constant sigma y stress to the Williams solution, just to evaluate, for evaluating purpose. And the effect of such brute force approach is quite interesting. The effect of the nominal stress to the yield strength ratio in the plastic zone border when compared to the simple estimates we use in normal design is huge, is enormous. For example, simple safety factor 2 against yielding. The plastic zone border estimated in a simple way is 5 times larger than the plastic zone border estimated in the classical way. Very huge effect. Of course, you cannot use this solution for design purposes. This simple estimate is not mechanically sound. So I decided to solve the drift plate problem in the most exact way. But I don't know about you, I don't like too much singular stress fields. I don't know what is an infinite stress. There is a start to solve the problem using the Inglis plate to simulate the drift plate, simulating the crack by a very sharp, a very sharp elliptical notch with a tip radius half the CTOD. Every crack opens on the road. So that's a very nice way to start evaluating the problem. In order to access the A over B ratio, the same axis ratio in the ellipse, I forced CTOD to be equal, the half CTOD to be equal to ρ at the point, the radius of the tip of the ellipses. And using that, entering in the English solution for the elliptical plate. Yesterday I heard that it was a prize for the longest equation in this conference. I was tempted to write the whole equation, but it didn't fit in just one slide. So please believe me that this equation is correct. I am just using the English alphabet stresses. They're huge. And equating them, the means component of English stress to the outside. Let's see what happens. This is the effect of considering the whole stress field in the English plate on the plastic zone border, evaluating the mean stress composed by the sigma alpha and sigma beta and alpha beta stresses for different sigma and nominal stress to yield strength ratios. This green, I could call that a beam, I guess. This green beam is the classical stress intensity factor plastic zone estimate. The effect of the whole stress field in this border is certainly quite important. It's not as huge as estimated by the stupid sum just a sigma y to the classical solution, but it's still very high. Let's see the maximum size of the plastic border, almost 4 times for a yielding safety factor 1.25 as compared to the maximum size of the normal estimate. It's not a 10% difference, it's a 500% difference. The difference is huge. Well, I was quite happy with this research, very proud of my analytical skills. But I know a lot of mathematicians that always say you cannot avoid the singular field when analyzing crack. Okay, since you cannot avoid the singular field, I decided to do the same exercise using the Westergaard function to evaluate the plastic border size. However, when we do this exercise, we have to be very careful. If we start with the Westergaard stress function for the drift plate, we cannot use the Ewing approximation to evaluate the plastic border size. The Ewing approximation to generate the stress intensity factor is a very nice approximation. I love it, because we do generate stress intensity factors that can be calculated. However, we neglect some stress components, and we must avoid this simplification here to access where the elastic plastic border is. If you do this, we arrive to a very similar prediction as the prediction made by the English plate solution. It's quite interesting. Well, it should be. We know if elastic problem has a solution. The solution is unique. It does not matter if you use very huge equations for describing a very sharp elliptical motion, or the equations derived from completely different solutions using the Westergaard approach. In fact, if we look closely to this border, we say, well, we can generate this border, trust the border. The equations are very similar to this exercise. And we can compare the solution with the solution predicted by the English analysis. Quite interesting. If instead of using the elliptical tip radius equal to CTOD over 2, we use this minor same axis B equal to CTOD over 2, we arrive at the very same elastic plastic borders. Quite interesting. We do have those predictions for the plastic zone size and shapes. Okay. I did try to solve the same problem using the Williams-Serre expansion. Using the first term, the stress, 2 terms, 3 fourth terms, and I did found that just 3 terms are enough to reproduce the English and the Westergaard predictions for the plastic zone size and borders. That means we cannot use just the first term in the Williams series to get the correct prediction for plastic border size. Just analytical solutions. No fancy numerical calculations whatsoever. These estimates are based on the correct linear stress for drift plate. It does obey all the boundary conditions. It does obey all the required conditions for an elastic solution. Thus, they are the very best plastic zone size estimates that can be obtained from a complete linear elastic field. But such estimates do not obey equilibrium conditions, because the stresses are limited by yielding inside the plastic zone. Of course, this problem has been recognized a very long time ago by Ewing himself. The first correction for the plastic zone size was proposed by Ewing. He had introduced the stress intensity factor, and I don't know why he didn't solve the completely problem, just solve for the theta equals 0 approximation. I was tempted to say that this recognition of the major influence of the equilibrium conditions was made before I was born, but no one would believe on that anyway. But it was a very long time ago. So I did decide to check the effect of the equilibrium conditions and compare them with the classical T-stress approximation for the plastic zone. T-stress correction is a constant sigma x curve added to the elastic Williams solution. The classical elastic Williams solution is the zero order term in the Williams solution. It has been widely explored and has solved some interesting problems. However, the K1 stress intensity factor plus the T-stress field is just a simplification of the complete linear stress field and cannot reproduce the boundary conditions on the drift plate. Therefore, it's quite interesting to compare the plastic zones estimated from these usually accepted good correction with the exact solutions, just to see what happens. However, we do need to use equilibrium conditions to avoid underestimated plastic zone size. We did propose a lot of interesting corrections. We do not have an exact one. The first idea was to equilibrate it for every slice, just the y component of the stress. Is one way of guaranteeing equilibrium. So we have an equation that guarantees for every theta position that the y component obeys the equilibrium condition. Another way to do that, I don't like this very much, but this is my student idea and he is very proud of it. He said, well, if I can use a constant sigma x stress as a T correction, why not use a constant correction for the equilibrium condition also? And he did propose this equation for this correction. We equilibrated the mesos component also. And did the same exercise for the traction component. That's a little bit more interesting from a theoretical point of view. And such equations were used to correct the plastic zone size for every theta position around the gravity. What I like most about those ideas is they don't need to be used only with non-Straharian materials. I'm going to present the solution for zero strain hardening, for perfectly plastic materials if you like that name. However, I'm going also to show that you can use it considering strain hardening if you want to.
In about 2 minutes.
In less than 2 minutes. Here we have plastic zone estimates considering equilibrium. Here in gray is the T-stress estimate. Here is the equilibrium correct estimations considering the tractions, the y component, the mesos component, almost the same. My student idea and the classical solution. For plane stress, this is for a sigma n over SY ratio 0.8, 1.25 safe factor against UD. This is the same kind of study for plane strain. Be fast to avoid problems with my director. We can consider strain hardening. As expected, strain hardening effects shrink the size of the plastic. So does work perfectly. By the way of doing that is assuming a strain distribution inside the plastic zone. I did assume the HRR strain distribution in function of the strain hardening exponent. More strain hardening is more the plastic zones work perfectly. And finally, the very last graphic, I did compare these estimates based on a complete linear elastic stress field with a fancy plastic solution of the same problem. We do use 3 programs to evaluate plastic frontiers in the drift plate: Abacus, ANSYS, and WARP, a special program used by the Illinois group. We did arrive at the same solution. I don't know why this shape estimated in so nice way turned out to be so different from the plastic solution yet. I don't know the answer about that. However, the plastic work made inside the equilibrium correct plastic zones estimates are almost the same of the plastic work done inside the plastically calculated, elastic plastic calculated frontiers in a quite difficult exercise with finite elements. Okay, let's arrive at the conclusions. Plastic zone sizes are used to validate most fractal predictions, but traditional receipts do underestimate severely the plastic zone sizes. T-stress correction in a K-controlled stress field does not solve this problem because these solutions do not obey boundary conditions nor equilibrium conditions and thus underestimate plastic zone sizes. This claim is supported by an exact solution in the Griffith rate. Analytical one, no question about that. Based on this evidence, what seems to be a very reasonable proposal for toughness estimates in practical life applications would be to solve correctly the linear stress field in our components using standard linear elastic finite element procedures in bracket quantities. We can do that in a quite easy way. Even I can do that. If I can't solve this problem, anyone can solve, because I don't like finite elements. And then evaluate the plastic work done inside the plastic zones to arrive at the toughness. I guess that this way our predictions for practical applications would turn out to be much more reliable than they are today. Thanks.
Okay, a better way to estimate plastic zone size. Anybody wants to buy it? Anybody wants to ask a question about it?
So, how much different is your correction to the Irwin one, the classical one?
Irwin classical one, this is correct for the theta equals 0.
Yes, yes.
Moreover, it is based just on K1, not in K1.
Yes.
So it does turn out to be underestimated as compared to the solution.
Underestimated?
Underestimated.
So your will be bigger.
Yes, it is.
So the reality, even after when I correct, according to Irwin, and I find the new size of the plastic zone, the corrected one will still be smaller than yours.
Yes, it is. It is not a function. I tell you why. The even correction is not a function of the sigma n over SY ratio. It does not depend on nominal stress. And I have showed you that the nominal stress effect, the ratio between the nominal stress and the stress, is very important to estimate the plastic zone. As it should, unfortunately.
It does depend on the ratio in a different way.
Just a comment really, based on what Greg said. If you can remember my pictures yesterday, based on the DIC data, Irwin's correction was too big. So if yours is bigger still,
yes, I do think it's you.
then
That's why I bought a DIC system myself to make.
it's also interesting your slide with the multicolored, with the green bean and the red logo.
Look, see that?
Your green bean is the shape that we get when we measure the plastic zone with TSA, with thermoelastic stress analysis. And your red lobes is the shape we get with the DIC. So maybe something's right.
I think this is so beautiful. Experimental validation would only be a shame.
I would like to say we do need experimental validation for that. However, this proposal is a nice one to get a specimen to validate that. If we go for CT specimen and things like that, we don't have an analytical solution. Using a large plate with a small crack, the analytical solution is there. Then we can check these results, knowing what they're looking for. It's better than just measure to see what's happening.
Sure.
Yeah, this is just a comment or question concerning your last sentence. So we got toughness
Yes,
and
I like that sentence.
well, I think that this is to measure the dissipation. Dissipation. It's not enough to get a toughness because you know actually you should have a plastic work.
But it does work.
That's just not the same. You need a plastic work done inside, plastic outside. And now you have to have, you know, estimate some the fracture strain inside the plastic. And this fracture strain depends on the triaxial.
Yes, it does.
And the triaxiality, you know, changes with the thickness and everything else.
Absolutely.
So that's a not so easy way, you know, to go from.
I do agree with you. The step is quite too big. I was not really honest when I proposed finite element elastic solution. This analytical solution is 2D, of course. We do have the limit case for plane stress and plane strain in the board. However, to get the plastic work, we do need to do a 3D complete solution. We can do that if it's elastic.
You had
We
a go.
cannot do that if it's
You had
plastic.
a go already. One more question, that is right.
There is a question, or more a comment also, that here we are mainly talking about fatigue, yes? And in fatigue, the problem is not as huge as you have shown.
Oh, it's not. That's why I like fatigue.
Because you can use 2 times the yield stress. And this makes it easier.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. And in fatigue, the K loads are always low.
The cyclic plastic zone is much better described.
Sure.
That's what
But the main problem in fatigue, we cannot use a very huge stress because the life is nothing if the stress is higher than the yield strain or more than the yield strain. So it's very easy to work with fatigue. My predictions in fatigue work so well that I'm able to sign below it. But fracture predictions are too tough.
Yeah, fracture breaks is important. And the tough material, all that. It's a big problem. Anyway.